Good afternoon, everyone. As I said last time I made a video, which I would believe was like December or something of that nature, I was not going to make another video. And I wasn't because honestly, I have gotten everything I wanted from this situation. But here we are again. So, okay, sorry about that. I'm working. So yesterday, I think it was May 17th, 2022, I was minding my own business as usual, and I received a notice. Oh, one moment for me. Okay, sorry. So yesterday I was sitting there minding my own business, taking care of my kids that aren't really kids according to the side chick turn new supply, turn fiance, turn wife, I guess. I don't know. Because apparently my kids aren't real kids. Anyways, so I get a notification that I am receiving mail at a address I no longer reside at. Now, the reason why I get these notifications is because I signed up to get notifications for when I'm having the package delivered, and that popped up on my screen. So I go and I look at it because I have ordered something. So I was like, ooh, maybe our packages are coming. No, it is from Santan Valley. So why? What could you possibly be sending me that is relevant to my life? Like, I haven't talked to you in almost 6 months, haven't seen you in over a year, I think it is now. I am taking care of our children. I don't bother you. And when I did call you to ask you if you want to spend time with your children, you want to start a fight and make it about you and your new supply, as if I gave two flying chickens patooties, which I don't. So I'm thinking, well, why would you be sending me anything at all? I don't understand. I was completely baffled at the situation. And my thought process is, why am I still a topic? Why am I still relevant in either of your lives? You are happy and go lucky that he's a deadbeat daddy to the children that he created before he created children with you because you're insecure. And he is playing the victim like he's not a deadbeat daddy, but he definitely is. I have already did videos showing the text messages where I have told him he can come see his children when he wants to. He can do visitation, but yes, it will be supervised, especially now because you as a new supply, instead of being a grown woman and getting to know me as another woman with his children, you decide to disrespect me, disrespect my children. But when I disrespect you back, oh my God, I'm the bad person. Now, you can't disrespect me and then put limits on how I can disrespect you. That's the thing. And you've been disrespecting me from the beginning. So I'm going to say this again. Why are you contacting me at all? I don't understand because our court case for the oldest child is done, right? You were so happy to tell me that, oh, he won't be helping you anymore, ha ha ha, as if that's going to hurt me. What I don't understand about that statement is that you understand that since I am their main source of everything, that if his child support was helping me in a super big way and that is now taken away, that means if I'm suffering, the children are suffering, which are also his children. So you were super happy about that, which I find very strange. And so does my lawyer. They're like, wow, so you want to hurt the children by proxy. The fact that you have disrespected our son countless amount of times by not even acknowledging his name and he allowing you to do that, also very interesting for both of you. But yet you're still contacting me. I have got rid of my Facebook. I have got rid of my Instagram. The only thing I still have is TikTok. Y'all not taking that from me because that's fun. And I have changed my number. You have changed your number. So why am I now receiving notifications that y'all are so pressed about me for whatever reason? You're not sending me like mail? Like what? I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. And what really gets me is that I'm still like a topic of conversation. But I guess that what happens when you are the side chick and you turn out to be then you like get, I guess, promoted to main chick. You are constantly thinking about the other woman that you try to quote unquote destroy, which you did none of that because I was already emotionally out of the relationship. I hadn't physically left, but I had definitely emotionally left. So, hey, like I told you then, I'm telling you now, and I will continue to tell you, I don't care what goes on with you or him or them or they or it. It's not my concern. It's not my business. So I was talking to my husband and he was like, well, what probably happened is the same thing that happened last time. Some woman more than likely is contacting her and like the lying, manipulative narcissist that he is telling her that it is you contacting her, him, or whatever. Excuse me? No. So if that's what those papers were, another fake as printed out from your computer cease and desist, there's nothing to cease or desist because I have not contacted you and I have not contacted him since what was it, January? February? I can't remember. It's been that long. And I had no intentions of contacting you guys directly because I have nothing to say to either of you. But yet, here I am, minding my own business, planning my honeymoon with my husband, and I get notification that the stuff that we ordered for our honeymoon is not what's coming, but some BS from the two people I'm sorry, the two clowns I left behind. Sorry, working. You know how us non-working people are always doing something. Anyway, so like I said, I have no idea what it was about. I don't care what it's about. If that is indeed what it was about, sweetheart, no matter what you do, that's not going to change that he's a liar. Not going to change that he's a cheater. Not going to change that he's a narcissist. Not going to change that he's a deadbeat. Not going to change anything. And I don't know who idea it was for him to completely abandon his children and not have any contact with his daughter and his son. Don't really care because trust me, they're happy and thriving and they're good emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. He will be taking care of his children one way or another, but they are good. They are wonderful children, sweet, caring, loving, all that other good stuff. They don't deserve to be disrespected, especially my toddler that you love to call that boy as if that's a cute thing to do to disrespect a baby. That's great for your personality, but that's exactly why I didn't want my children around you until I could see what type of person you are. And you doing that shows me that you will use my children as a pawn. Since your name calling doesn't affect me, you talking about my childhood like you were there doesn't affect me. All the things that you try to do to nitpick at the mother of his children, since that doesn't affect me, you use my kids. And I see that type of person in you, and I want to make sure I wasn't crazy. That's why you are not and will never be allowed around my children because you're not going to use my kids as a pawn. When he pisses you off, you're not going to use my kids as get back. Use your own kids as get back. When you find out he's cheating and sleeping with whoever, you're not going to sit here and abuse my children because you can't abuse him. That's not going to happen. So thank you for showing me who you are. I truly appreciate it. No shade, no tea, but you will never be around my children ever in your life. Also, again, I don't know who idea it was to change numbers. I really don't care because not having contact with him did nothing but help my situation. So thanks there. Um, but changing the phone number and that doesn't change what he did. That doesn't change the history. Doesn't change he look at me like a lollipop on Madison's birthday and nutting on my leg talking about, oh, you taste so good, you made me nut. That doesn't change that. It doesn't change the fact that he begged me in front of my children to please come back to him, knowing that you were pregnant while driving your car. That doesn't change the fact that he denied the baby that you guys had to me, telling me that he didn't think it was his and that you were easy and you were all these other things and you were never supposed to be long term and all this other stuff, and how he missed me and the kids and he just wanted to be here with us and be home and blah blah blah. That doesn't change any of that. All of that still happened. Whether he wants to admit to it or not, I really don't care, because I don't have to deal with him. He is no longer my problem. Thank you, Jesus. That is now your problem. So that doesn't change anything that happened. He can never talk to me again. And that will never change that he cheated, lied, manipulated, gaslit you your entire pregnancy. And he's continuing to do it. That doesn't change anything. And you don't have to believe me, because God knows I do not care. But what this video is about is I want you to leave me alone. Do not send me mail. Do not sit here and contact me outside of a courtroom. Do not sit here because you guys are bored over there and you have nothing to do with your lives. Don't sit here and try to involve me in your BS. And if in fact the reason why I'm getting mail all of a sudden after dang near 4 or 5 months is because some little chick is telling you how he's dealing her with his doodle, that is not me. And that will never be me again. He will never diddle me with anything, especially his little doodle. I want no parts of it outside of a courtroom. I hope I made myself clear. I really do, because you and the things that you said on my last video, which I screenshot. So just because you got rid of your YouTube account, I still have everything that you said, every disrespectful thing you said about me, every disrespectful thing you said about my son. I still have it. That didn't go anywhere. So I don't know what you thought you were doing by doing that. You're like, oh my God, I want to destroy evidence. You didn't, because I screenshot everything and I have it in a folder and it is ready to go. Boo boo. Like nothing has changed. So please, both of you, stop making me the topic of your conversations. I know that will never happen because I was the girlfriend, the fiance that he cheated on and got another female pregnant. So I will always be a fixture in your life. I will always be a topic of conversation. Yep, sorry, working. Okay, now if that is not the reason, which hopefully is not, but if that is not the reason why you guys are sending me mail, why don't you stop sending to a place that you know I haven't lived at in over a year, especially you, Mr. Reeves, because I have not been at that house since my mom passed away in 2019. And you know that, but yet you keep sending paperwork there as if I'm going to get it. And you know I'm not. So if it is one of those fake ass cease and desist letters that you guys love to draw up on your computers for me not doing anything and minding my own business and him trying to cover up his lying and cheating, if it is that, or if it's not that, stop saying the places I do not live. I have not lived there in 2, 3 years. It's been a moment. And my dad no longer lives at that address, so you can't even harass him. So you need to stop sending it to addresses where I don't live if you actually want me to get this paperwork. If you actually want to be able to, like, I don't know, me read it and see it, stop sending to places I don't live. How about that? You know where I live. You've been to my house multiple times. So you know where I actually live. And you keep playing like you don't. Okay, cool. Like, I don't care. I do not care. But since I am in no contact with you two, stop trying to pull me into your BS any way you can. I mean, dang. I got rid of everything and I'm still being talked about and thought about. That's sad. I'm glad that I'm not in a relationship where I have to constantly think about another woman, especially when the woman is not calling me, texting me, and contacting me. He abandoned his kids. Great. He is still going to take care of them. Trust that. But as of now, since we are not in contact and I don't want to have any contact, like I don't want to have any contact because the only reason why I was contacting you before, and I will say this until I'm blue in the face, is that my child that we share wanted to speak with you. Now that that child no longer asks questions and no longer tries to get contact, then I have nothing to say. I'm good. We good over here. But I'm gonna say this. If you do ever want a relationship with your beautiful, gorgeous, sweet, kind, and amazing children, you can always reestablish contact. I will not stop you. But what I'm not going to do is continue to disrespect. What I'm not going to do is continue to be pulled into y'all BS and your drama. What I am not going to do is allow a woman, not even a woman, a child, who continuously have disrespected my children, me, and my family around my children, because that's not emotionally and mentally good for them. Because Madison actually has a list. And you said my lips was disgusting, remember? But mine isn't real. I have that because of my tongue ring. She actually talks like that, like just regularly. So when she gets older and she reads what you wrote about her mother, are you going to say, oh no, just your mom is disgusting, not you, sweetie? As if that's going to go over well. Because keep in mind, I am the woman that's here for her day in and day out, and I am the one raising her, right? Yeah. So, no, you have accused her grandfather of child molestation, which, by the way, he said if he ever catches you guys doing that again, he is suing the pants off you for defamation of character because you had no reason and no rhyme to even bring my dad up in those rants you were doing underneath my video. Second, you have talked about their grandmother negatively. You've never met my mom. My mom passed away in 2019, but you're telling me that I had a horrible childhood, which means I had a horrible mother, which means I had a horrible upbringing. So you're talking about their grandmother. So you think all that is conducive to my children's upbringing mentally and emotionally, right? You talking about their grandparents and you referring to your husband, fiance, boyfriend, whatever he is this week's child as that boy. And you think that's conducive to my child's mental and emotional well being. That just shows me that you don't see my children as people. You don't see them as little people that need to be loved and cared for. You see them as competition. You see them as objects. You see them as a means to an end. You see them as a pawn. You see them as everything but what you should see them as, which are his children. Really? So I'm going to end this video here because you two clowns do not deserve any more of my time. I'm about to go on my lunch and go chill with my babies and go take a shower and wait for my man to come home. So I wish you guys all the best. I hope that your pregnancy is going well. I hope your little baby girl is thriving and as beautiful as ever. I wish nothing bad upon you or your narcissistic baby daddy lying manipulative partner. I wish nothing bad on the two of you, but trust me, You will be taking care of your children, whether you choose to have a relationship with them or not. You both have a blessed day.